Hi, everybody. Hi again. I just want to start by saying thank you to everyone who's been listening to my videos. I really appreciate the support. Surprisingly, and I don't know why I was surprised, but my mom listened. And when I tell you, it was the confirmation that I didn't know that I needed. And so, Mama, if you're listening to this one, I love you so much. And thank you so much for your support and believing in me and just confirming everything, knowing that I'm not crazy. You don't know what it did to my spirit. So thank you so much. And I love you. But anyway, enough of the mushy stuff. I'm making this video today because we are in Aquarius season, and I'm interested in tarot. So I watch a couple of people, the House of Oshun, Hidden Truth Tarot, what is it? The Conscious Evolution Journey. Those three in particular. There's a couple of them that The Birthday Gift. She's good too. And so, especially with the Birthday Gift, with her videos, water, King of Cups just keeps coming up. The water keeps coming up. And I know that maybe I haven't seen it, but not too many people notice that, well, it's Aquarius season. So that is going to keep coming up. That is going to be the energy that a lot of people are going to have, or to either be working with or against. And so I don't have my book with me right now, but the cups, the water, the cups represent like love and relationships and feelings. So they're associated with your water signs, Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer. And so my cousin, she's a Scorpio, so it's funny because she is the Queen of Cups. And as a fire sign, I associate myself with the Queen of Wands or the Queen of Rods. And it usually shows up like a wooden stick, like a little tree branch. And sometimes they have little leaves growing off of them, and sometimes not. But of course, the tree is wood. It's associated with the fire sign. And just since we're talking about it, the pentacles or the coins, that's your earth signs. That's your Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And then your air signs, that's the sword. And what does the sword do? It slices through air. So, and then, that would be the Pisces, which you would think is water, but it's an air sign. Pisces, it's Libra, and how am I missing one? Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries is fire, Taurus. Oh, Gemini, the twins. So anyway, so I'm making this video because we're in Aquarius season, and the Aquarii are just emotional people. My son is an Aquarius, and he's kind of a loner. He doesn't necessarily need a whole lot of company or interaction. I always say, yeah, he'd be chilling. And I say it just like that, and people just get it, He's always been a baby or a kid that would play well by himself. He was fine. But he's also an empath, and I'm trying to teach him what an empath is. But I mean, he's 12. He's going to be 13, soon. Oh my God. So he's probably not really interested in all that stuff. But anyway, they're quirky. They're emotional people as well. And we know water, when it changes its position, it will go the path of least resistance. You're either gonna, or it can be a force. You're either going to go with the flow of the water, or you're going to be trying to fight against a current. So that's relevant because on February 16th, we're going to be going into a Mercury retrograde. And a lot of people talk about Mercury retrogrades, but it's always like in a joke or maybe an ironic way, unless you're really into this stuff like I am, obviously. But it does have significance because Mercury is also the planet that's associated with emotions. And so when Mercury is going the way that it's supposed to go on its proper orbital tract, things are fine. You know, your communication is good and things like that. But when it goes retrograde, which means it kind of flows backwards or it stagnates or goes backwards, then that's when people start having problems with their throat chakra, the turquoise color. And that's associated with communication and emotions. And so when people talk about Mercury retrograde, what they're saying is, things may not be going well for them. They may be having relationship issues. There may be problems at work, anything where communication is needed or too much communication. That's also, so either your throat chakra is overstimulated or it's blocked and you're not communicating. It's overstimulating, you're talking too much, maybe, or maybe not saying the right things, or there's a big hole in your filter. So Mercury retrograde is coming up on February 16th. And I am usually heavily affected by the Mercury retrogrades. I like to pride myself on being someone that's able to communicate well with people. Sometimes, especially in word form, like in letter form, like I feel like I've always been a gifted writer, or I enjoyed writing. I enjoy reading. I used to be in creative writing when I was in elementary and things like that. I mean, this also was the early 90s, so there's no internet. You're going to read a book if you're not watching Nickelodeon. So during that time, I usually have problems with communication. I usually clam up and I'm in my head a lot. And to be inside of my head is not always a walk in the park. It can be a nightmare. It can be a walk in a cemetery at night at 2:00 in the morning during a full moon. So that's what it's like in my head sometimes. And it feels that way during retrograde. So I'm usually a little bit more depressed or highly anxious, very sensitive. So I was just sitting here in the car. I was waiting on a phone call, but it's good that they didn't call because I got the inspiration to do this recording. But I was just sitting here thinking, like, I've been on a roll this week. Like, I feel like I was telling my friend that I feel like the big push mops, the broom mops, things that people use in a grocery store to clean up the trash down the aisles, and they go all the way up and all the way back. I feel like God is just clearing obstacles like that. Like, y'all got to move because she's coming through. She's on a roll. She's on a hot streak. Like, I might need to buy a lottery ticket. If I was playing craps, I'd be getting, what is it, sevens? Is it 7 and 11? I don't know. I don't play craps, but anyway, you get what I'm saying. But I feel like I'm on a hot streak. I mean, the synchronicities, that have been happening as far as the number patterns. I have my own particular signs that I work with. I sit outside. I love sitting in my backyard, being around the trees, under the trees, in the grass. So if I see a blue bird, that means something to me. If I see a cardinal, that means something to me. If the wind blows a certain way, that means something to me. And that was something that I just developed on my own, just my own intuition. And I just attribute it with that. But my little bluebirds have been coming by. So I know that my ancestors are watching over me. My spirit guides are with me. My soul tribe must be happy. They have to be happy with me right now because of how well things are going. But and this video and recording will be a little bit longer, but I'm gonna wrap it up soon. But anyway, that's just how I've been feeling this week. And so I was just saying I need to harness this energy. Like, I need to do the things that I'm inspired to do when I'm inspired to do them, because I know that when this retrograde comes into effect, and they usually hang around like a week or two, like Mercury retrograde is a bitch, like for real for some people. Some people, they may not be affected by it. Maybe they're gloomy gusses already, or maybe they normally aren't somebody who is really communicative or expresses themselves. So I might see some different things with my son. Maybe he'll be coming around. So the retrograde may affect them in a positive way, much like when the moon goes into my sign, or Leo, or when the Leo portal opened up, like for 8/8, August 8th. Things like that. The Leo portal opens up. The sun is in your sign, in my sign, on the 8th day of the 8th month. It was a pretty spectacular time last year. Anyway, so I was just saying that I am just going to try to harness my energy. I'm going to do what my intuition tells me to do. When I'm inspired to do something, when I get that feeling that something needs to be done, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to take advantage of this time. And I'm also going to make this, and so now that I'm telling the whole world I have to do it, I'm going to make a conscious effort to not allow myself to be affected by this retrograde. I'm going to go into it knowing that this is happening, and work that much harder to push past it. And I will not allow that to be a hindrance to me or a crutch to allow me to just wallow in this low vibrational energy that I usually feel. So I'm going to challenge myself to do that this time. And if any of this resonates with you, then I hope that you would do the same. If you find that during the retrogrades, and I'm quite sure that that's something that, you know, you can look up and find if you're into astrology and so forth. Google has everything, so I'm more than sure you can say, hey Google, when's the next Mercury retrograde? And you know, Google will give you the answer. So everybody has a computer in their purse and in their pocket, and my daddy says that y'all have a whole computer in y'all pocket, and y'all be playing games and be on Instagram, and y'all supposed to be looking stuff up. So that's from my daddy through me, and I'm just telling y'all, stop using y'all phone to play Candy Crush, bae, and look some stuff up if you want to know the answer to it. So that's it. So as you can see, I'm in a great mood today. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the sky is blue. I feel like opportunities are abundant. They are out there. Sometimes you just have to wait on divine timing, and I feel like my time is now. I feel real good. I feel real good and very positive about my life and the way that it's going. So I just wanted to check in and just tell you guys this today. I'm going to continue to do the videos and just talk about stuff. I was worried about, what do I want my content to be? What do I want to, you know, everybody wants to brand themselves and everything, but I just feel like it's best for me to just kind of keep it authentic and use this as a way to, all the things that I'm learning, be able to put it out there for other people, because the whole purpose of this and the whole purpose of this time is for us to raise our awareness, our collective consciousness, and move the civilization upward and forward, upward and onward. We, as a nation and as a world of people, our vibration is low, bruh. Like, we are so interested in the base instincts of ourselves, and we are not allowing ourselves to be higher than that and greater than that, and living up to the standard that the high standard that God placed for us. We're all supposed to be living a human experience, and we all have to learn our lessons the way that we have to learn them. But with us going into the time of Aquarius in the information age, you have people like myself and others who are freely passing along this information. Take the information, listen to it, be open and receptive. If you're open and receptive, that's how you get your blessings. That's how you spark your intuition, talking to people, meeting people, doing things with the best intentions. Those things go far. They go far, and I'm telling you right now, like, there's some wonderful things happening in my life, and what a time to be alive. That's all I can say. What a time to be alive. Put your hand over your heart. You got a heartbeat. That means you got a chance. You have a chance. You have an opportunity. You could have died in your sleep, but you woke up. You have an opportunity. Do with that what you will. I still love you. And I wish you abundance, not just monetary and material, but an abundant life, abundant love, abundant experiences, and abundant time on this earth, in this human experience, and until your next life. So I love you guys. I wish you love and light. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. And thank you for hanging in there for 18 minutes. Bye.